Welcome back, everyone. I'm Tom, your guide through today's exploration of insights.
And I'm Amy, absolutely thrilled to be here. We bring you nuggets of knowledge from a stack of sources every weekday, but it's Friday.
That's right.
And that means we get to immerse ourselves in something a little different, maybe something that promises to really shift your perspective.
Exactly, Amy. Today, we're unpacking a truly impactful book, Pataga Scupienia, which translates to the power of focus. It's not just a collection of ideas, really. It's more like a blueprint for harnessing intense, deliberate focus.
Right.
To achieve truly dramatic results across your life, from personal well-being all the way to profound business success.
Exactly, Tom. And this isn't just theory on paper, is it?
Not at all.
This book is packed with actionable strategies and real-world proof. Our mission today is really to uncover the most impactful insights from this material.
Yeah.
Showing you precisely how concentrated, focused effort can quite literally transform your world. I mean, in this noisy, distraction-filled environment we live in.
Tell me about it.
The ability to focus is maybe our most underrated superpower.
That's a great way to put it. And when we talk about transformation, the book opens with some truly remarkable stories.
Yeah, they're amazing.
These aren't just anecdotes, are they? They're more like case studies of individuals who applied just one or two core ideas from the power of focus and saw, astonishing returns. Amy, maybe you could share a couple of those just to set the stage.
Absolutely. Okay, so consider Ralph Portis. He's the president of Zet Manufacturing.
Okay.
He implemented one focused idea from the book, just one.
Right.
And it led to an additional $1 million in profit for his company.
Wow. $1 million.
That's not a small tweak. That's direct, measurable return on focused intellectual investment.
$1 million from a single idea is it's mind-boggling. But Amy, it's not just about the big financial wins, is it? The book really seems to highlight a broader spectrum of success.
Totally.
Like, take Bob Benninghoffen from Pathway Society, Inc. He focused on his health.
Yeah, that one's incredible.
Went off medication, lost a remarkable 32 kilograms, and started exercising regularly.
32 kilos.
I know. And then there's Reed Schmidt from Cornerstone Law Group. He managed to earn significantly more while paradoxically feeling calmer and even taking 6 weeks of vacation.
6 weeks.
So what's the thread connecting these really diverse outcomes, Amy?
Well, what's truly fascinating, Tom, I think, is how one precise shift in perspective, right? Just one focused action can ripple out to transform so many facets of a person's life. It's not just about accumulating wealth, that can happen.
Right.
It's about reclaiming time, improving health, strengthening relationships, finding genuine fulfillment. These stories really underscore the book's core message. Focused action translates into tangible, life-altering results across so many domains.
Yeah.
It teaches us that focus isn't just about doing more. It's about doing what truly matters with, unparalleled clarity.
That's powerful. And it really makes you realize that our daily lives are often shaped by forces we're not even consciously directing.
Exactly.
And speaking of daily life, the book points out something truly striking. A significant portion of our daily actions are habits. We're talking up to 47% of what we do every single day is basically on autopilot.
Almost half.
That's nearly half of our waking hours driven by these pre-programmed routines. It's kind of scary when you think about it.
It's astonishing, really, how many limiting habits we engage in without even realizing it. As the writer Oliver Wendell Holmes once said, we all need a lesson in the obvious.
So true.
And the book highlights common, almost universal examples: constantly misplacing keys,
Guilty.
chronic lateness, maybe poor communication, procrastination on critical stuff like paperwork or website updates, that pervasive phone addiction, too much passive TV watching, or even just working without taking essential breaks.
Right.
And for something as simple as losing keys, the solution the book offers is almost hilariously obvious. Put a hook by the door and consistently use it.
Seems simple enough.
Yet, how many of us actually apply that focused consistency to such a minor yet really annoying problem?
It's so true. I know Les, one of the authors, shared a personal example about his golf game.
Oh, yeah?
It was consistently inconsistent, often scoring over 100. But after he consciously built new focused habits, like daily practice, meticulously analyzing top players, taking regular lessons.
Right, deliberate practice.
Exactly. He dramatically improved his score down to 86. It's not just about trying harder. It's about intentionally designing these new productive routines. And this applies just as strongly to financial habits too, doesn't it? Like consistently saving and investing, say, 10% of your income.
Absolutely.
That's a habit that can truly build generational wealth over time, not through some single grand gesture, but just through relentless, focused repetition.
Indeed, Tom. And if you need a truly powerful, um, real-life testament to the transformative power of focused habits, the book tells the incredible story of Maria Sosa from Colombia.
Oh, I remember this one.
Yeah. She faced just immense challenges, a sick daughter, a paralyzed husband, the threat of terrorism, just unbelievable circumstances.
It's unimaginable.
Her family immigrated to Canada, starting completely from scratch. And through sheer perseverance and the conscious cultivation of new habits, learning a new language, adapting to a new culture, navigating a whole new system,
Right.
her sons thrived in school, she learned English, and incredibly, her daughter started walking thanks to specialized care that became accessible through their new life.
Maria's story is it's profoundly moving. It demonstrates how deliberately built habits can quite literally reshape destiny, even from the absolute toughest starting points.
It really does.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? If such resilience is possible, what else are we capable of when we truly channel our efforts? This kind of raises an important question. If new habits can literally rebuild a life from the ground up, what could they do for you, for the listener?
Exactly.
The true insight here seems to be about that focused awareness of our habit loops. The cue, the routine, the reward.
Right. Understanding the loop.
And using that awareness to intentionally redesign our autopilot settings.
Yeah.
It's not just about wanting to change, but applying that focused effort to disrupt the old pattern and hardwire the new one.
Absolutely. And often that whole journey begins with recognizing and amplifying what we're already exceptionally good at.
Yeah.
Which brings us neatly to the book's insights on mastering your unique strengths.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting, Amy.
Yeah.
The book talks about dedicating most of your time to your 10-point skills.
Yes.
The things you're truly excellent at, the areas where you provide maximum value with, like minimum effort. For an informed listener, this isn't just about being good at something, right?
No.
It's about strategically focusing your finite energy.
This principle is so evident in successful people and organizations. Think about the Rolling Stones. They focus solely on recording and performing. That's it. They delegate all the immense logistics of a world tour, the travel, the stage construction, the hundreds of other tasks to experts.
Right, to stick to the music.
Exactly. Or, in sports, NBA player LeBron James does hundreds of dunks daily, while footballer Lionel Messi constantly practices dribbling. They're perfecting their core strengths. They're not trying to be average at everything. They're aiming for absolute mastery in their unique genius zone. As business coach Dan Sullivan puts it, if you spend too much time working on weaknesses, you end up with many strengthened weak spots.
That's a great quote. Strengthened weak spots.
It's about concentrating your energy where you can make the biggest impact. For example, Gord Weeb built his manufacturing business's success by focusing on his passion, which was meeting people and customer interaction.
Okay.
And he delegated pretty much all other aspects to specialists.
That makes perfect sense. But Amy, I have to ask, for our listeners, that advice can sometimes feel a bit counterintuitive, can't it?
How so?
Well, we're often told to work on our weaknesses to become well-rounded. So how does the book suggest we navigate that, especially if a weakness is truly hindering progress? It sounds like knowing when to delegate is just as important as knowing your strengths.
That's a really crucial point, Tom. The book isn't suggesting ignoring weaknesses entirely, not at all,
Okay.
but rather reframing them through this lens of focus and leverage. It emphasizes that for pretty much every weakness, there's usually a strength that can either compensate for it,
Right.
or there's a system, or, importantly, a person you can delegate it to. It's about asking, is this weakness a critical bottleneck, or is it something that can be handled more efficiently by someone whose strength it is?
Okay, so it's strategic.
Exactly. The true insight lies in creating systems where your strengths are maximized and your weaknesses are effectively neutralized, either through delegation, maybe automation, or strategic partnerships.
Got it.
This means spending focused time identifying your core strengths, maybe by journaling about peak performance moments, analyzing feedback, even using personality assessments, and then building a focused strategy to delegate tasks that fall outside that high-impact zone.
That's a powerful shift in perspective. And a key way to leverage your strengths and fill those knowledge gaps, as you mentioned, is through mentorship.
Right, precisely. The authors of the incredibly successful Chicken Soup for the Soul series are a prime example of this.
Oh, huge series.
Huge. When they were starting out, they sought advice from 7 best-selling authors, people like Barbara DeAngelis, John Gray, Ken Blanchard,
Yeah.
real heavyweights.
Wow.
They asked them how to make their book a bestseller, and they implemented all the advice they got.
All of it.
All of it, from giving daily radio interviews 7 days a week for 2 years to sending out 5 copies a day to influencers.
That's intense focus.
Totally.
Yeah.
The result, over 500 million copies sold to date. It's a staggering success born from the focused act of asking for guidance and then just relentlessly applying that advice.
It's incredible.
And the book also highlights Jim Rohn's wisdom. Just like, read 1 book a month in your industry, and in 10 years you'll be an expert in the top 1%. Plus, just simply listening to motivational or educational recordings while you're driving or exercising can add thousands of hours of valuable learning over time.
Those are powerful examples of leveraging external knowledge and experience. And sometimes, Amy, that guidance comes in the most unexpected ways, or maybe you just have to summon the courage to ask for it.
That's true.
The book shares that incredibly moving story of Lisa Petrelli.
Yes.
She was facing kidney failure, a 6-year waiting list for a transplant.
Terrible situation.
Just awful. And she overcame her discomfort, her fear of vulnerability, and put an appeal in her church bulletin.
It took a lot of courage.
Absolutely. And a woman named Rose responded, became her donor. And their story even led to Rose getting married.
Amazing outcome.
It just shows people really do want to help, Amy. Sometimes you just have to ask.
Lisa's story beautifully illustrates the immense, often untapped power of asking. And the book outlines several practical strategies for this, but the core principle is that focused, clear asking cuts through ambiguity.
Right.
First, consistently ask for information to improve processes. Second, ask for transactions. It's surprising, but over 60% of sales professionals apparently fail to explicitly ask for the business after a presentation.
60%. That's huge.
Isn't it? Third, ask for written testimonials, but emphasize specific, measurable results, like a 35% sales increase, not just vague praise, because those specifics are powerful tools. Fourth, ask for referrals. Like Helen, a financial advisor who gained 10 new clients and $22,000 commission from one focused breakfast meeting where she simply asked.
Just by asking.
Just by asking clearly and consistently. Fifth, ask for more transactions. Upselling the classic McDonald's, would you like fries with that?
Of course.
That question famously boosted their profits by over $20 million annually. And sixth, ask for renegotiation, like Les did when he asked a flight attendant to let him disembark early during a plane delay, which then prompted others to ask too.
Interesting.
What's truly insightful here, I think, is that asking isn't just about vocalizing a request. It's about the focused preparation, understanding the recipient's perspective, and, frankly, the sheer persistence to overcome that common fear of rejection.
Yeah, fear of no.
Exactly. Turning every no into a data point for a better yes. The key takeaway is consistency. You might hear no several times before you get that yes.
That's a great point about persistence and the psychology behind it. Now, speaking of overcoming significant challenges, Amy, we have to talk about W. Mitchell.
Oh, his story is, wow.
After surviving a horrific motorcycle accident that left him severely burned, losing his fingers, he then endured a plane crash that paralyzed him from the waist down.
Just unbelievable adversity.
Yet Mitchell's motto became, "It's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it." He went on to become a mayor, won a major legal battle, became an international speaker. Amy, his ability to focus on the 9,000 things he could still do, rather than the 1,000 he couldn't, is truly inspiring. But I have to ask, how does one even begin to cultivate that kind of mindset in the face of such profound adversity? What's the book's practical advice for listeners facing their own, perhaps smaller, setbacks?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it, Tom? Mitchell's story exemplifies what the book calls a masterful attitude, which is essentially this relentlessly focused mindset when you're facing adversity.
Okay, a masterful attitude.
Yeah, and the book emphasizes that cultivating this attitude involves several key deliberate practices. First, it's about learning from mistakes, not dwelling on them, but really extracting the lessons.
Right.
Second, being vigilant and aware, like the warning from the Titanic disaster where the lookout didn't have binoculars to spot the iceberg in time. You need to be prepared and observant.
Good analogy.
Third, it's about consciously avoiding negative news and influences, trying to create an environment that supports your focus rather than derailing it.
Protect your input.
Exactly. And finally, trusting your intuition. These elements combine to create a resilience that helps you navigate unexpected difficulties and choose a new path forward, focusing your energy on possibilities rather than limitations. It's about deliberately choosing your response rather than just letting circumstances dictate it.
That makes a lot of sense. All these stories, Amy, from the remarkable business successes to these incredible personal triumphs over adversity, they really make you reconsider your own definition of success, don't they?
I absolutely do.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? The book reminds us that we're constantly bombarded with messages telling us what success looks like. You know, the fancy car, the opulent house, the designer clothes.
Right, the external stuff.
But Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart, famously drove an old pickup truck for years, just saying he liked it. So what's your definition? It's a
Yeah.
critical question, and it requires some focused introspection, I think.
That's a crucial starting point, Tom. And once you define your own success, the book guides you towards what it calls unrivaled clarity through intentional goal setting.
Unrivaled clarity. I like
Yeah. And beyond just being specific and measurable, goals should be important, flexible, and critically deeply aligned with your personal values.
Okay.
But the deeper sort of technical aspect here lies in the focused daily micro actions that build towards these clear goals. It's not just about setting them, but about consistently visualizing and breaking them down.
Visualization, right?
Yeah, understanding that flexible doesn't mean abandoning the goal, but adaptively focusing your energy when challenges inevitably arise. Olympic swimmer Mark Tewksbury, for instance,
Uh-huh.
he visualized his gold medal win the day before the 1992 Barcelona Olympics. He saw his family in the stands, saw himself receiving the medal. The next day, he won by a fingertip.
Wow. That close.
That close. That's the power of clear vision combined with focused visualization.
And sometimes that clarity evolves into something even bigger, like a transcendent purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Think about Terry Fox's Marathon of Hope, running across Canada on one prosthetic leg to raise money for cancer research.
Such an inspiration.
Absolutely. He ultimately raised over $400 million worldwide long after his passing.
Mm.
Or Anna Jarmix, who lost her hands at age 10 in an accident but learned to write and now inspires immigrants, finding her purpose in helping others overcome their own limitations.
Yeah.
These are such powerful examples of how a purpose beyond oneself can drive incredible focus and impact, creating a legacy far grander than just individual achievement.
They truly are, Tom. And the book also introduces this really forward-thinking concept of game changers, as explored by Andrew Hewitt.
Game changers. Tell me more.
These are companies that are not just financially successful, but are also deeply focused on making the world a better place. They're redefining business with, like, joy, fulfillment, and respect for life.
Okay, so purpose-driven companies.
Exactly. Companies like Apple, Virgin, Khan Academy, Kiva, Tesla Motors, Google, they're listed as pioneers in this new paradigm. These companies demonstrate that when an organization focuses its entire energy not just on profit, but on a larger positive purpose,
Yeah.
it unlocks incredible innovation and market leadership. It becomes a true game changer.
That's an incredibly inspiring vision for business, Amy. I'm genuinely curious now. What do you think is the first, most critical step a traditional company could take to pivot towards becoming a game changer in their own right? You know, aligning profit with purpose.
Ooh, good question. I'd say the book suggests it's a really foundational shift in leadership focus.
Leadership focus.
It starts with leadership explicitly articulating a purpose beyond just profit, and then crucially consistently communicating that purpose, ensuring it permeates every decision from who they hire to product development.
Right, it has to be authentic.
Exactly. It requires a focused, deliberate effort to align values with operations, making it an authentic part of the company's identity, not just some marketing slogan tacked on.
Makes sense.
So as we wrap up this exploration of the power of focus, we really want to thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, it's been a journey through some truly powerful ideas, hasn't it? A reminder, really, that our lives are a direct result of our choices.
Mm-hmm.
And consistent focused choices, whether good or bad, they ultimately shape our reality. So as we leave you today, maybe consider these profound questions from our friend and mentor, the late Jim Rohn.
Love his questions.
Why not become the best version of yourself? Why not check your possibilities? Why not succeed? Why not enjoy everything life has to offer? Why not you?
Indeed. Why not you? We hope these insights inspire you to harness your own power of focus. And please remember to tune in on Monday.
What do we got Monday?
We'll be discussing the current global geopolitical situation. Should be interesting.
Yes, you won't want to miss that discussion. Make sure to subscribe wherever you listen so you don't miss any of our upcoming discussions.
Until then, take care, everyone.
We'll talk to you soon.